Hey guys, hope you're all having an awesome night. It's 8:30 p.m. Costa Rican time. Still working away on check-ins. Usually Sundays are a complete write-off for Sonia and I. We lock ourselves in the house, we prep a bunch of food, and we buckle down. And usually Mondays are a write-off as well, just because it takes a lot of work to get all the check-ins done and get you guys responses and make appropriate changes. We also, consequently, might have some pizza on the way because I'm fading away to nothing here. So we do our cheat meals too because life is about balance. It really is. And there's no point in working your ass off at the gym every day if you can't indulge a little bit, right? It's important. So Cindy and I, we know that our Sundays are right off. We just buckle down. We get a bunch of food prepped and we work from the moment that we wake up to the moment we go to bed for usually 2, sometimes 3 out of the days of the week. And then the rest of the time we're spent dealing with clients and trying to run the business and do all that kind of fun stuff, which is good. It's busy, but it's good. And it could be worse. I could not be busy. So I'm lucky enough to have all of you fine gentlemen joining me on this challenge. And it's quite a bit of work, but check-in days are always the most rewarding. Really, really happy with everything that everybody's doing, the progress that's coming in, the attitude in the group, the community that we're building. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. I want to talk to you guys about a few different things today. Um, Number one is going to be your challenge for the week. So the challenge for the week is going to be a bit of an exercise in body image. So you guys remember before that I talked about a lot of the images that you're seeing on social media are completely fake, right? It's just one well-timed photograph. Oftentimes it takes a ton of work to get that photograph done, and I know because I've done them. It takes a ton of depletion and water manipulation, all sorts of stuff. So the challenge for this week, should you choose to accept it, Mike Hensley, who won the last challenge last week, I've connected with. I've got his address. I'm going to be sending off his prize. I'll let you guys know what it is. And I'll be doing something similar for the next week. I believe the girls are going to be doing it as well. It's a good exercise. It's a bit of a weird one, but the whole exercise is I want a before and after picture of you guys done. The before picture has to be done within 2 minutes of the after picture. And it's just a little fun exercise to get us kind of thinking that realizing more so that a lot of the stuff that we're seeing on TV isn't necessarily true. Now, I'm going to get a little weird here. Not that I don't get weird in every one of these videos, but I'm going to kind of show you what I'm talking about, all right? So let's say I want to do my befores and my afters, right? Take them within a couple of minutes. And the whole exercise, as I said, it's kind of a body image thing. I'm taking off my shirt here, so shield the children. They don't need to see this, but this is just kind of the before picture, right? The before picture, and this happens, guys. It's just simple angles, right? It's simple angles and simple manipulation. Because when I'm relaxed, and I'm in a relaxed state, you know what I mean? I look like this. So this would be my before picture, just hypothetically speaking. This is my before picture, right? I'm moving forward a little bit. I've got, I look a little soft, right? And then the after picture would be taken a couple seconds later. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is to manipulate a photograph. That's how easy it is to find a good angle. You know what I mean? And everybody does it. Everybody does it on social media. And then the problem with that is that it creates an unrealistic expectation. So your challenge for this week is to create your own unrealistic expectation. And the whole reason for that, and the whole reason behind that, is because ultimately it's going to help you guys realize that a lot of the stuff that you're seeing in fitness magazines and a lot of the stuff that you're seeing on TV is it's just a bunch of smoke and mirrors, man. You know, there's a lot of fitness models who take pictures, in 20 different outfits and then post them throughout the year. And meanwhile, they're hanging out at home eating Twinkies. And that's cool, like whatever. But at the same time, you have to realize, you have to be able to separate yourself from that and realize that one's fake and one's not. So if you complete this challenge this week, next Saturday, I will be drawing out of a hat another name for a prize. And I'll be sending off Mike Hensley's prize right away by tomorrow, and I will let you guys know what that is. But it's going to be a prize from bodybuilding.com. Not that they're a sponsor, but they ship everywhere, and a lot of you guys are spread throughout the world. So Just one photo before, and have fun with it. Make it cheesy. Make it interesting. You know what I mean? A photo before and a photo after. If you guys want to use apps to manipulate it, if you want to Photoshop on some abs, if you want to wear a weird hat, whatever you want to do, have some fun with it, right? And it's essentially just teaching yourself, and it's a reminder to yourself that ultimately everything that we see in magazines and on Instagram isn't necessarily the real deal, right? There's a lot of, so it just gives you a better expectation of not only yourself, but just some of the tactics that people use to manipulate their bodies. So I will be drawing that out of a hat, and I'll do that live again next week. So that is your challenge for this week. It's take one before and one after, both taken within 2 minutes of each other, that show some extreme differences just through manipulation, whether that's angles or whatever it might be. So that's what I want you guys to do this week. A bit of a fun one, and the winner is going to take home a prize from bodybuilding.com, which will be sent directly to your door because unfortunately I'm in Costa Rica and I can't deliver it. Moving forward, topic of discussion today. Still got a bunch of work to do tonight. Still got a bunch of work to do tomorrow. But the topic today is going to be something I talk about in all these challenges. And just my initial disclaimer, I'm going to be talking about intermittent fasting because I've gotten a few questions on that. There's actually one guy in the group who's doing intermittent fasting, but he's doing it with a eating window. So first of all, what is intermittent fasting? Fasting is not eating intermittently, which is pretty self-explanatory. But there's three different principles of intermittent fasting. There's a ton of benefits to intermittent fasting that have been observed, and not just benefits on your physique. Believe it or not, intermittent fasting has been shown to produce some positive increases in lean muscle mass, as well as some positive increases on the decrease of fat. So it strips fat, increases muscle mass, but it also does a lot of other really interesting things too. And those other interesting things include a lot of stuff on the cellular level and a lot of stuff with hormones. Intermittent fasting has been shown to have the ability to increase your natural test levels, as well as increase your natural growth hormone levels. And as we kind of talked about before, it's my thought, based on a lot of the research that's come out and more prevalent research lately, that nutrient timing isn't necessarily as important as you getting your meals in. So intermittent fasting there's some dark sides and some positive sides. The dark sides are that if a person is not happy in terms of their body image, or if the person is predisposed to, that's what I'm looking for here. I'm just trying to put this delicately. If a person has body image issues and then you start to use intermittent fasting as a tool to lean out, a lot of people tend to overdo it. And you get these people who are fasting for massive, massive periods of time. And I personally don't believe that that's healthy. I do think that a small fast is healthy. I don't believe prolonged fasting for more than 24 hours is healthy. And a lot of people, if you have bad body image and you put yourself out there and you try it once and you see some effects, you can go the other way. So another thing that I do wanted to mention is that if you have any medical issues, including blood sugar issues, you're taking medications, you have any immunity issues, always check with your doctor before you ever start an intermittent fasting regime. And I'm not trying to persuade you to do it one way or another. I'm just trying to explain a little bit about it so you have some background knowledge. And I'll support that by posting some articles on this movie below inside of the Facebook group. But intermittent fasting for me typically happens the day after my cheat day. I won't say religiously, but I'll say I more often than not do an intermittent fast following my cheat meal. Pizza's on the way right now, by the way. That's going to be our cheat meal for the week. But I'll do it after my cheat meal day. And there's three different ways to do intermittent fasting, which are kind of popular. There's other ways which are not so popular and also very dangerous. And the three schools of thought on intermittent fasting are the number one, which is relatively popular, is an eating window. So people will eat for, let's say, 6 hours a day. You have 6 hours a day. That's when you get your calories in. That's when you eat your meals. It's basically a condensed, what they call eating window. So people will not eat for 18 hours a day, and for 6 hours a day, they'll eat everything they have to eat, and then they'll stop eating until the next day. Some of what I find, is pizza here? Pizza's here. Some of the issues that I find with that is, for me personally, my energy levels tend to fluctuate when I eat and when I don't eat, particularly when I'm working out twice a day.
No
Um,
puppies.
puppies want pizza. When I'm working out twice a day, I need energy, and if I only have a certain amount of time to eat, then um, I tend to lack energy towards the end. No pizza?
No puppies.
No pizza, false
I'm
alert.
way too excited.
Yeah, I just, if I only have 6 hours a day to eat, then I tend to get hungry. And then when I get hungry, I get moody. So, another way of doing intermittent fasting, and this is kind of the one that I embrace. And I do this post cheat day, as I will do tomorrow. And essentially, it involves, for men typically, a fast of, let's say, 18 to 24 hours. For women, what's the women intermittent fasting protocol, Sonia?
14 hours max.
14 hours max for women. And that's just a biology and a physiology thing. But the way that I'll usually work it is I will finish my last meal. And typically speaking, my last meal usually happens when I'm doing IF around 6 o'clock. And I'll fast for about 18 hours. So if I start at 6 o'clock, hey, burrito, if I start at 6 o'clock that night, I'll finish off my dinner. And then I won't eat the following day until about noon, 1 o'clock, which brings me into like an 18, 19, 20-hour fast. And I do that at kind of once a week, usually post cheat meal. And it's good for, as I mentioned, growth hormone levels, testosterone levels. One thing it's also good for is it actually removes, it gives your body a chance to fully digest everything that it's working with, and it actually removes waste from the cells, i.e. fat or contaminants or anything else. It actually extracts those from the cells. So that can be a huge health benefit, because a lot of the time we don't give ourselves a time to be hungry, and we don't give ourselves a time to clean out all of the unprocessed waste in our system. So that allows your body to do that. I don't find that as long as I time it, so it's during the overnight. For me, not eating after 6 o'clock and then skipping breakfast the next day, doesn't really kill me too bad. I typically don't train during that period, but Senya does. Yeah, I typically don't train during that period because I don't have the energy to train. I'll train after, but after I'm done my fast and after I've got a little bit of food in my system. But intermittent fasting is absolutely, it's gained a lot of steam. It's relatively popular. There's another way of doing it, which is prolonged fasting. There's also dry fasting, but I don't really subscribe to any of those because um, I just I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry and I like food, and I noticed that if I just do one intermittent fast a week post cheat meal, that I don't tend to feel the same effects. As I said, I'll mention, so I'll post some articles below, but you'll hear a lot of people throwing around IF this, intermittent fasting. It's my opinion based on a lot of research that I've done that it is effective. I've seen the effects on my body. Um, I don't have to worry so much about accumulating fat post cheat meal, and it's just a good way to reset the system. So I'll post some links below. If you guys want to try intermittent fasting, I can kind of walk you through some of the approaches. As I said, I do one a week, no obligation here, but it's a really good tool, and it's something that I've actually come to enjoy, and it's something that I find very effective for keeping me lean, giving my body a reset, and there's a ton of health benefits, which I'll show you guys with some articles. So other than that, it's just a good day. I'm looking forward. I got to get back to the grind here. I'm going to eat some pizza. I might go for a night swim and keep pounding away on the check-ins. But I'm really proud of everything you guys are doing here in the group. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate how hard you guys are working. If you're having any difficulties, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And whatever it might be, if it's like a life thing, if it's a fitness thing, if you're having issues, there's not a lot that I haven't dealt with in my life, and there's not a lot that I haven't dealt with clients, and I don't judge. Like, everybody's different, and I get it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So if you're having issues, let's talk, and let's get them resolved, and let's get you on the right track. But everybody's doing really well. I'm proud of you guys. Keep doing what you're doing, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have fun, crush your workouts, enjoy your cheat meal, right? A cheat meal is important. It's an opportunity for you to go out and reward yourself a little bit for being so good during the week. For me, I use it because it's a good vehicle to avoid binge eating during the week. That's pizza. To avoid binge eating during the week because I have something to look forward to at the end. So go out, enjoy your cheat meals, enjoy your workouts. I am gonna go and enjoy some pizza and just keep pounding away. So I'll see you guys soon. Have a fantastic night. 3 weeks, guys. We're halfway there. Burrito's mad. We're halfway there. So you got another 3 weeks to go, and everybody's doing really, really well. Just take these next 3 weeks, make it your job, buckle down. It's amazing what you can do in 3 weeks, and it's amazing what you can learn, not only from me, but from each other and from yourself. So push yourself, guys. Don't hurt yourself. Push yourself. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.